What's your name? Can you spell it for me?
I'm Andrew Whitfield. ANDREWFWHITFIELD.
That's fine. I had one of my friends' last name is Whitfield, and for Field Day, she put Field on her shirt and she misspelled it. It's really funny. That just reminded me of it.
I know everybody misspells on one.
Yeah.
It's Field.
Yeah, you spell it every day probably. But so you're an Alabama fan.
Yes.
How long have you been an Alabama fan?
Since I was little.
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 So what do you expect out of this season?
Well, I expect us to be good, but just gotta have all the young guys step up, I guess. But I expect to be competing, like contending every year. But
How do you feel about our last football game?
oh gosh, I think our defense is good, but offense I was kind of disappointed about because the line. Usually we have a great line every year, but last game they were awful.
Yeah.
But hopefully they can get it fixed up for the A&M game because that's the biggest one of the whole year, basically. But
What year are you?
I'm a freshman.
You're a freshman.
Yes.
So how is it like going to school here and being able to go to the game?
Weird. I like see all the football players around. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, like I have
I
classes
haven't
with
got
them.
used to it yet, but you know,
Well, cool.
I'm not excited about the games and all that. But
What game are you most looking forward to and
LSU.
why?
Well, that's the biggest one I'm going to is LSU, because that's always huge and they're always good. And, you know,
What do you think is going to happen in that game?
well, if we progress like we should, I think we'll be okay. But if we slip up for it, then we could be in trouble though. But you know,
Yeah.
I think we'll be all right though.
All right, well, that's it. Good job.
Thank you.
I told you it wasn't
No,
bad.
no, that was just weird.
No, you did great. You're natural.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Birmingham, like that.
Birmingham.